we're back.
We're back.
At the championships.
At the championships. I just wanted to make sure that the music was correct. When I do grinding, sometimes I turn on some of the other music, and it's I just want to make sure that this is actually the music that was meant to be playing.
Why are you getting Pokeballs?
That's not what I wanted. Oh, I hit the button
again. You're gonna
need
them to catch all those champion Pokeballs.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if we're gonna catch all of the champions Pokemon, we're gonna need a few. You know?
Yeah.
Actually, I'm in here for full restores.
Oh yeah.
And
we got
21 of them. And
how many revives we got?
I'm looking.
It was like literally like right under.
Oh.
Yeah.
10.
10?
That's fine.
Maybe.
Plenty of antidotes.
That was 2 antidotes.
It's plenty considering I'm pretty sure we didn't run into anything that poisoned us the last time at all. But I don't know. I guess I'll.
Yeah, we don't know for
case.
sure if we've seen every potential.
No, you know what? I'll grab some max potions.
Do we have anyone who has more than 200 HP? Because
don't
Hyper
know.
Potion restores 200.
Maybe. Well, we've got 10. We've got 10 Hyper, so.
Okay, well, Max Potions aren't actually any more useful to us.
No, I know. I think we
expensive.
may actually have at least one, because here's the deal. Our Pokemon currently have gone up about 5
levels. Oh yeah, no, they're all mostly
apiece.
over 200
yeah,
now.
So what happened was, like we did the last time, we got the Lucky Egg. That Lucky Egg translates into about 5 levels per Pokemon.
Nice.
So Angelbutt is 75, Falcor is 65, Noop is 65, Kazooie is 65, Tommy Wiseau is 65, Cocancer is 75. That's what we got.
Cocancer is technically a traded Pokemon, so it gets a bonus.
Oh yeah, so here's a big thing that I didn't realize when I was originally grinding these Pokemon, and then I figured it out real fast. Cocancer totally, because he's technically grinded, does get that weird... traded? He does get that weird trade boost. So it's like if he has a Lucky Egg on him and the trade boost, and he's in there, you know, fighting fire types with his, like... Crab Hammer and also Earthquake.
Yeah.
He's getting absolute tons of XP for no real reason.
Yeah.
Just in case people want to see what the actual things look like. Most of them are not very changed at all, to be honest.
I think you may have rearranged some of the move orders for whatever that's worth.
I rearranged them because it was easier just to grind, just hitting the button non-stop rather than having to think about it. We're going to go in with Angelbutt, so I think we're actually going to take... I think... Who do you think needs XP right now? Who would you like to see more levels on?
If we get this, it doesn't really matter.
I know.
Like, if we win, it's fine.
Alright, then I'm going to give Falcor, just for now, the experience share, if I can find it.
There it is.
Okay. Because usually he's got his Shell Bell, which is super good, but for right exactly now, I'm going to give him experience.
Like, you just want to see him get, like, extra swole.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because, I mean, this is good experience to begin with, so it's like, yeah, we may as well.
Yeah,
so
all right.
Round 1, Hundy versus
Oh, so the
Sir
order
Goldcorn.
changes, although we have seen him before.
I looked into it because I was curious about it, and the first 2 people you fight are always Goldcorn and this girl.
Huh, okay.
I don't remember what her name is.
Is that the Dragon
but
Man?
the last 2 can be almost any unique trainer in the game.
Huh.
So right now we've got the dancing gym leader, the fire dancer, and the dragon guy.
And last time we lost to the beach girl.
Yes.
Callie.
The realization that we have the dragon guy is making me wonder what's up, like whether or not this team is going to work. But I'm still going to roll with it. We're gonna make it
this
work.
is definitely an interesting way to do an Elite Four in that they're just switching around a potential pool of like 8 at least.
There's the thing
plus
sliding off on the black for some strange reason again. But yeah. Like, just doing it the way that they do. It's an interesting way to do it. I really like it. I wonder if the Goldcorn and the lass at the very start is actually an accident within the RNG, or if that is intentional. Like, I don't know if they're actually supposed to be the first 2 every single time. I question if there was something in the actual coding where they kind of flipped it accidentally.
I'm kind of wondering.
Wound up getting both of them stuck permanently there.
I'm kind of wondering if either of them will show up in post game as like a character who has like relevance.
I am certain we have He asked if
we we fought before. I remember.
Yeah, he said this the first time we fought, though.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so it's just he remembers having, like, talked in the room? Because I don't remember fighting him earlier in the game, right?
Maybe. We may have fought him and we just don't remember. He might just be, like, an early trainer or something that wound up finding his way in here.
Maybe.
No items other than what Pokemon are already holding. Oh, wait, why the hell did we get a bunch of potions?
Fuck!
We knew that rule!
I
forgot. Knew that. Oh.
Whatever.
That was silly of us.
Well, we just have a bunch of potions for when we need them.
I guess we might need them eventually.
So my hope would be that either they patch in a side quest where you get, like, Sir Goldcorn as, like, a companion to go through a cave or something, or that you get something in post-game wherein he's, like, giving you a hint to find a legendary or something.
Oh, I'd like to apologize, by the way, ahead of time if my voice starts going out. Like, I am legitimately sick right now.
Yeah.
I'm trying to hide it as best I can, and I'm trying not to, like, be like a sneezy piece of shit with the mic. But you know what I mean. I'm just saying, like, I'm trying not to cough directly into the mic. But yeah, my throat's a little...
Yeah, it's delayed our recording schedule a little bit, but he deserves some rest. He works hard.
I slept like 3 days.
Yeah, no, that's how you get rid of the cold. You sleep a lot.
I know.
Sleep a lot, and you eat a bunch of cup noodles and drink a bunch of, like, tea or apple juice if you're not allergic to it.
Yeah, I'm allergic to it.
Yeah. I'm just gonna partake to you guys. Just get some apple juice and warm it up, and then put some sea salt in it, and maybe some honey. There you go. Maybe some cinnamon if you like cinnamon. That's my personal throat potion.
My hope, by the way, is that we can get through this relatively easy, but not so easy that it's laughable. I get the feeling that the first two, because they're always the same two characters, are probably always...
That was some slowdown there, you saw that?
Similar level of difficulty, yes. And
yeah, that Rudy Tabooty's wing flap was like just suddenly slowed down as he killed it.
I get the feeling, though, that the first two are always going to be kind of easy, and then every trainer after that is going to be relatively difficult. They'll ramp up the difficulty.
And then the final has got to be Theo.
Oh yeah, if the final isn't Theo, that's going to be amazing.
If the final isn't Theo, then it's going to be like Curie busting through the wall of the stadium to fight us. But that's probably not happening. Like that seems like they're in hiding right now. That would be a bit too much of a veer. It's probably Theo.
It's Garlickid bursting out of our box and like rushing.
I'd love it if Garlickid was just a trainer in this.
He had Pokemon at the start.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, no, if Garlickid was just available, like if you don't let him out of jail, he somehow makes it out anyways and then comes back to fight you in the Champions.
Yeah, the champion of Tandor is like Giovanni. Like, you just gotta deal with it.
Oh god, what if they did, because they can get like 4th gen sprites for any of the Kanto and Johto gym leaders? Yeah, no, they could just have like anyone just waltz in.
Actually, you know what? In 4th gen, Giovanni had a much better sprite than people probably realize. Because when you think of Giovanni in 4th gen, what is your thought?
Well, he would have been just standard Giovanni because it would have been 4th gen is equal to 2nd gen, so he would have been only slightly older than in 1st gen.
Is Giovanni in Gold and Silver?
Was he not?
The answer is no. He's not actually in Gold and Silver.
Huh.
But in Heart Gold and Soul Silver, they did bring in a sprite of Giovanni. The only way to see it is to have the event Celebi.
Oh, yeah.
So you get an event Celebi.
The one you get with your cell phone.
Yeah,
in the original Crystal
version, yes.
That's how you did it. And only in Japan.
Yeah, so the way that you wound up doing it this way was I think you got it through like... that was quite a thorough route. I may require some tea and biscuits after this match. You would. If you like, you'd be welcome to join me.
Well, at least he's like... inviting you.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I need a snack after this fight. It's like, okay, I didn't need to know that. You're just telling us everything that comes in your head.
Yeah, so Angelica is the other person.
Oh, yeah, that's the lady.
Yeah, as opposed to Cynthia, who's, the champion of a different region.
Yeah, Cynthia just waltzing into this just would not surprise me at all. Because, like, Cynthia's gotta be someone's waifu at Game Freak.
Anyway, you do Celebi. You get that Celebi. You take it to the forest, the fancy one with the little Celebi shrine.
Yeah, Ilex Forest.
Yeah, and folks, we're back with round 2. Both of these trainers took home a win in the previous round. Their strength is no joke. I can tell that they're both are itching for another fight. I kind of messed that up.
Yeah.
I flubbed that a little.
She's just got a bunch of lice under that hat, and she's just itching.
Well, let's not delay. On with the match. And she's like, wow, you look like a strong trainer.
I'm Angelica.
I train for other times.
Yeah.
Just because I train.
I don't know if that's going to pick up
well.
Your little weird muttering.
We're cute, but don't let it fool you. We're really strong, too. After all, fairies can stand up to the power of dragons, so we aren't afraid of any tough-looking trainers either. If you aren't acquainted
You know what takes down a
with
fairy?
the power of fairies, then you'll know soon enough.
You know what takes down a... Yeah, I was going to say a knife.
Well, sure, but the implication with steel-type being super effective against fairies is the whole, like, iron on fey folk thing.
Yeah, but it's like, yeah, you just fucking... You just take that fancy fucking Sylveon or whatever, and you just get a knife. Just, there you go.
Stab it.
We're both making stab motions.
Stab
you
motions.
can't see it. We're just stabbing that dog.
Stab it right in the butt.
Ew! Don't do that.
Okay, anyway, what I was saying about the Celebi and everything. You take it to Ilex Forest, and then Celebi takes you back in time. It plops you out on the road between Kanto and Johto.
Okay, so it's like the road around Mount Silver.
Yeah, there's an actual name that they give to it in Heart Gold Soul Silver, and I want to say it's like the it's like the Kanjo Connection or something like that.
Okay. It's not familiar to me, but I don't remember if it had a name back in 2nd Gen.
I don't think it even existed in 2nd Gen. But it wound up being like, oh, okay, so it's, you know, some weird fucking place. And you get a well, not even a flashback, because it's supposed to be time travel, of Silver and Giovanni, and it's baby Silver begging Giovanni not to leave, and Giovanni's like, no, I gotta go, and then he kicks his son and walks away.
Watch that one thing that's on YouTube. What is that called? Pokemon Generations?
I believe that's Generations.
Well, it was the exact opposite of that.
Yeah,
like,
no, he actually doesn't kick him. It's very heartfelt. I'm being a dick. Like,
yeah, but no, like it's in the thing that they did that fully animated just bunch of vignettes about different parts of the Pokemon world.
Yeah.
Like there's one that's just like Silver recounting the last time he saw his dad, and it's him just yelling at, you lost to like 2 10-year-olds at the gym? What the fuck? You used to be cool. Get out of my face. And he just walks away.
In the defense of Pokemon Generations, I think that is actually how the cutscene goes, and I'm just being a dick about it.
Okay, because I haven't played Heart Gold Soul Silver. 4th Gen is my favorite gen, but I still haven't done those. I should.
You didn't want to at the time because you didn't like the idea of like.
No,
I don't remember.
I didn't
that's what it was
want to spend money when we had just fairly recently moved into our apartment after having lived at home, and like it was rough.
Anyway, though, so when Giovanni walks off, you can come back after you have seen the cutscene, like after you've taken Celebi to the thing and done all this stuff. You can go back to the Kanjo Connection area, and there's a waterfall in there. And you walk around the back of the waterfall, and there's a staircase, and you can take it up, and you can go in there before you see the cutscene, and all you see is like a radio and a garbage can. And when you go in there after having seen that flashback, there's a radio, a garbage can, and Giovanni sitting in a chair. And he's just sitting there.
He's sitting in the mountain, at the bottom of the mountain, when Champion Red is at the top?
Kind of, yeah. And it's like in all fairness, he's gone maybe 100 feet away from where Silver was the last time that he saw Silver, and has just been hiding out behind a waterfall the entire time. And you get in there and you see him, and he just kind of looks at you and goes, I heard the call to Team Rocket on the radio. And then he stands up and he goes, I wonder if I should answer it or not. And then he just kind of has this moment where he sits there and he looks at you and he goes, let me test something. And he challenges you to a fight immediately. And it's this old man, just staunch, like, terrifying Giovanni. And he has 6 Pokemon, and they're what you would expect from Giovanni.
So it's like a Rhydon and a Persian and a Nidoking.
And I don't remember the exact line, but when you beat him, it's something along the lines of, like, maybe it'll just never be time for Team Rocket to come back.
No, it is not time for crime. Just go away.
It's not crime time.
Yeah, like, just go and don't occupy sacred graveyards and hold old men hostage.
I think the
don't
idea...
steal ghost vision from people.
It's a ghost vision?
The Self Scope.
Oh, yeah. You know you don't actually need the Self Scope to get through
yeah.
The tower in red version or blue version.
Yeah, it's like you just can't fight anything, but you can still go up the tower, right?
Oh, no. So if you do that without the Self Scope, you hit the Marowak at the end, and you can't do anything to Marowak.
Okay.
Like, you can't fight it, you can't run from it. Well, you can run from it. That's the only thing you can't do. And nothing else. You can't fight it, is the big thing.
Okay.
If you have a Pokédoll, because of the way that red version and blue version work, you can throw the Pokédoll out and the ghost runs away.
Nice.
And if that happens, you're free to just walk up the thing, like nobody cares.
Yeah. Alright. Well, there is no appropriate time for Giovanni to come back and, clone some Jesus fetus cats and then abuse them in a lab.
Well, the idea is that Giovanni's like, I'm going to fight you because you're a strong 10-year-old. Let me see if I can finally beat 10-year-olds.
Nope.
And the answer's no.
Yeah, the time for crime has passed. No more snipping off the tails of them Slowpoke. I know he wasn't involved with that.
I'm gonna do this voice. I only vaguely remember what it is.
Okay, you're gonna hurt yourself.
I am. It's not often that we come down from the peak of Mount Lanthanite, but this region deserves a reminder of the power of dragons. You, who have proved yourself in the 5 trials, have you what it takes to defeat us at our full strength? You're our battle cry!
You sound like a parrot!
I know. I vaguely remember it being like a weird old prospector, but I can't get it because of my throat.
No, you got it. You got it.
What say you to a jig?
Okay.
There's a little dragon jig on the dance floor.
Dragon jig sounds like a good attack.
It's called Dragon Dance. That's a real attack.
It's not an attack. It just raises your attack stat.
That is an attack.
No, it's a move. It doesn't do damage.
There's no difference.
Doesn't it? No, I'm thinking Sword Dance. What does Dragon Dance do?
Dragon Dance is the same. You're right. It raises attack and speed by 1.
All right.
Well, 1 stage, which is 0.5.
So this is an easy one, I'm pretty sure, because that thing, I think, is flying? Oh, maybe it's not. Is it normal dragon?
And normal, yes.
Okay, no, I'm wrong, then it's not easy.
That's
but you've got it halfway.
I didn't even go for the thunder because I wasn't even thinking that it was actually, like, flying.
Well, it's just basically wasted a turn by enduring because, like...
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, like, it'll endure,
It's gonna hit
but...
the burn's gonna hit it. Like, who cares? That was really dumb, Dunsparce. Have we pointed out, by the way, there's a Dunsparce evolution in this game?
Oh,
and that was it?
Yeah. Like, the first time you saw it, you were, like, really surprised.
The thing's super cool, and I like it.
Yeah.
Andorind. Oh,
that's,
God.
ice and ground. Yeah, this one.
Yeah, Mama Bear. Okay. Yeah.
So, yeah, no electric.
Yeah, well, electric isn't gonna hit it.
Yeah.
But I should be able to kill it if I'm using,
Alright.
water type, because it's ice and ground, so it's like, meh.
Man, this whole LP is just the Anglebutt show.
It's okay. It's fine. He's our starter. He's actually only 1 level higher than one of the other Pokemon in the team.
Yeah.
He's only 76. Co-Cancer is 75.
Ice and Fairy. You can do whatever.
Yes. I'm trying to think of what the best option would be, but it's probably Scald again.
Yeah.
Have I mentioned that Scald is like the best water type attack in the game?
I think you have. It's like your favorite.
Like numerous times. It doesn't do a lot of damage, but it has the potential to burn, which cuts attack in half. It has the potential to defrost if you're
Have we seen
frozen.
this? We have, right?
I believe we have.
Okay.
But this thing looks super cool either
Oh,
way.
yeah, I love it.
I'm guessing it's Bug and Ice, but I don't even remember.
I'm pretty sure Bug and Ice would be the logical thing.
Yeah, it looks super cool, though. I do enjoy this Pokemon. This Pokemon's great.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of good ones in this.